game. Like, if you think about how many vills you can amass by building 3 TCs, like, by 10 minutes in, how many vills do you have? What, like 50, 60? You have a lot, right? You need to be thinking to build towards maybe 100 to 150 villagers.
Look at how many villagers
map.
Matt's about to lose here.
Yeah, he's going to lose everything he's got here. Turks and Saracens. Huh. I'm surprised Matt picked this. I did not expect him to pick this. It is not play to Matt's strengths at all.
Wild card!
Yeah. And he's building houses right next to his TC. He's giving himself a 2-square gap right there. That's not enough for a farm.
He's going for a scout rush.
Oh man, they're close. I haven't played this map. This is kind of cool. All that separates them is a pretty narrow woodline.
And you can get around that too because the trees don't go to the shore. So you can
It really does look like a fucking hamburger.
Yeah. It's really not a thing about who has a better map. It's more of a who is going to deplete their starting area and migrate to the outside. This is actually classed under like a pseudo migration type map.
It is.
They got pigs.
So you can actually
I'm sorry.
You can be pretty irritating if you can be pretty irritating if you wall the shore and tower the woodline at the start. Because what do you do against that, right? That might be what Matt was thinking. I'll tower the woodline on the other side of Brian, and just keep him off wood at an early age.
I don't like how close Brian's is to this woodline.
Yeah, and honestly, if you are taking off that woodline in the middle, and you've depleted the straggler trees, and you don't have a dock and a transport ship up, you can be in big trouble in this map.
Yeah, you almost want to do that. The transport ship, get people over here and start taking this wood.
So this is actually one scenario where I'd say I'd like to see Matt build towers. Oh, his scout's taking some TC fire. That's all he needs to do.
Dude, 7 idols. What?
God damn. Because his scout got attacked.
Panic!
Panic. Everyone stop.
Holy pigs, so he's not doing this all the time. Just take one of these and put a mill up. I know it's not the normal order, but have to do something. Oh, he's taking the boar, maybe? No, I don't know what this they're doing. Maybe he's tower.
Yeah, dude, this...
Matt
blocking off Brian.
Yep, that's good. That's good. Now do that to the other side. And then put towers behind that wood line. And you could screw somebody up so bad. I would actually, if that was what he was going for, I'd want to see him put every villager from now on stone. And just build towers. Like, if he had 3 towers up, he'd cover this wood line and game over. You win. Especially if those towers cover the palisades.
Feudal age before you can build towers, though, right?
Nobody on food.
Ryan's trying to chase down Matt's scout right now with his scout.
Yes. And he's gonna win.
You back up. Yep. And then now here comes.
Well, that Vil could help fight too. If the Vil fights, he could win. Fight with the Vil. Fight with the Vil. Attack. Attack. Okay, now attack with your scout. Yeah, this is actually good for Matt. He's probably gonna take that scout down. Yep.
Yeah, he's getting full towered.
Yeah. Okay.
He has 6 idols and no food.
Good. Actually, that was well played for Matt. That little interaction. But yeah, the idols, the damage to the eco, if it was caused by that distraction, was not worth it. Okay, get somebody getting food. Your TC is going to be idle in 2 seconds, bro. It's so hard to watch. I gotta look away.
Yeah, now Brian's
pulled in. Watch Brian's. There's no idols there.
it's nice over here. grass is always greener, eh?
I would like to see them go for an early dock.
Yeah, that'd be a good move. Okay, here we go. Brian's putting a dock up.
Brian's putting a dock. Yeah.
Oh, hey, did you guys talk about the matchup yet? Turks versus Saracens?
Know much about Turk.
So Turks are gunpowder sieve, They have really good gunpowder units. They have more health than normal. They get chemistry for free. They get I think their bombard towers have more range. They have a very limited trash unit line. I think they're one of the few civs that does not get elite skirmishers. Let me double check.
Which is why I think that favors Brian a lot.
Yeah.
Matt lost the villager
really
to a boar.
Oh
I was
no!
just watching that too.
His archers are really good.
I don't know why he went for that boar. He still had 2 pigs.
Yeah.
Or pretty early because your pigs can't maintain villager count, and he had so much time.
Oh, Brian's attacking the palisade.
Yep, and Matt's bringing in another villager to block it again.
I put in another one behind it.
I want to see.
Oh God, Matt, 6 idle.
Archer build.
I think Matt's lost his concentration ability. This is the stamina thing. Like
Close enough to the water. He could build some galley ships. Probably start playing that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, if Brian wanted to reacquire that passageway right there, just build a couple galleys or fire ships out of your dock and park them in the water. They're going to keep the Vills from building because they can range them. That'd be a good play.
Need to go through
Where's Matt getting his wood?
It's huge transport ships. He can transport like 20 archers as Saracens, and he can just drop them off.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold up, Matt's not even farming wood.
He's just started to build a lumber camp on the west side of the tree line.
That is very late lumber camp.
He has had really poor early eco. This is the first time I think we've seen Matt losing the point lead in Dark Age.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I don't even have a point score up.
What was that?
Well, he's grossly mismanaged his
see
food
the-
eco.
Oh, it's not.
Did you guys see the trees in the water on the side of the Hamburger?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Oh, that one that's like glitched under the water?
Oh,
That's
they
easy.
use-
Two on each side.
Oh yeah.
It's-
I wonder if you could
Water
actually like get that. I think I've seen
Yeah,
a
right.
relic spawn on the water as well.
You can get into the water a little bit.
Yeah, you might be able to reach it from the shore. I think that's adjacent.
Yeah.
the one time that Brian's mining cap strategy is actually going to work out pretty well for both. It's a little far from stone, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised Brian doesn't
Okay,
have
Matt,
anything
click up,
queued
click up.
here. Oh.
Click up. Go, 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 go. Oh, he is.
Oh, he's researching feudal.
Matt's still in Dark
See,
Age.
I wanted to be going down.
Dude,
there
Matt,
right
click
now.
up. Click up. Click up.
Matt had 12 villagers on one boar, and then he sent 4 to wood out of the 12.
Well, that's actually good. That's a good rebalance.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him
I'd like
click
to
up
see-
though, instead of queue up. He queued up like 7 villagers, and he had.
How?
Well, no, he didn't
Oh,
have
I
enough
see.
food. He didn't have enough food. My bad.
Well, he didn't until he built the 6 villagers, right?
Well, 7 villagers is only 350 food, so he would still be a little shy. But yeah, he could click up like right now. Well, no, he just queued another villager.
Yeah, it's got bloom. Yeah. That's normally like just one you do the go. But I mean, he could turn this into a fast castle.
Yeah, he could. Though I'd rather see him go feudal
It
age
won't.
and build towers on the wood line, but yeah, you're right. Matt's got a dock up as well.
Matt's probably sleepy now.
Yeah.
Don't
That's a lot of trips to the bathroom.
embarrass
Yeah,
him.
man.
Tired.
He's peed as many times as we've had matches.
Like, to me, Saracens go scouts, archers, and galleys. And honestly, his galleys shoot 25% faster, so he can take out that PC pretty quick. I think if he massed them.
with Saracens.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you take control of water on this map, you can do a few things. One, you can stop the enemy from migrating to the outside, which really stops them from having a late game.
As well.
You can also control, like, look at how much of the map you can control. If you got ships in where
Yeah,
Matt's
Matt.
palisade wall is, You can really, you could take Matt off of half of his wood line. You could fight that gold. Like, you could do a lot if you got galleys in here.
I'd like to see Matt take the outside.
So Matt's the first one to take the outside.
Impressive.
Yeah.
And now Brian's sending a galley to meet him.
There we go. This is what I want to see. I wish he had
And it's
a couple
too
more
late.
galleys, but he doesn't have to kill the transport ship. Just go attack the town center. Take out the scout too. Like, Matt is so close to the water. It really. What's the range on this thing? 5?
Yeah,
I
they're
wish I
pretty
could get
bad.
the grids put back on. Is there a way to get the grid to show on the map?
Yeah, you could change it in the settings.
But he can't reach that town center with a galley.
It's actually under interface. No, he won't be able to reach the town center, but like I was saying, I mean, what you could do as the Saracens, as Brian, he could park all of his galleys right at that water inlet, right where the Hamburger meet would be, on the west side of the tree line, and take Matt off of wood. As they get upgraded, they get more range, and he could probably even contest that gold. But I mean, the least he could do with Brian having these galleys that he's building right now is kill these fishing ships. Matt has no navy, so there's like one fire galley can defend all of this, but Matt has no
he
navy.
could use that transport ship for threat because he didn't stick around.
Oh, he doesn't know what the transport ship is. He thought it was some sort of beefy, like Turkish meat ship.
Oh, he's coming back.
Brian's bringing it back.
Yep. Okay, he's attacking the fishing ship. Yeah, and he's probably finding. Oh, Matt's still transporting bills with the transport ship. That's
So if he kills that transport ship, he could kill all those vills too. I think it's gonna drop
right,
off
but the transport
Matt.
ship has 100 hit points, so one galley can't kill it in that short of a trip. You could probably
now
do it
he's
with a
bringing
couple
up the
fire
second one.
galleys if you could block it. Matt's doing a mass exodus. He's just getting off the center as quick as he can.
It's not a bad idea though. Again, I would like to see him be feudal age.
Yeah, I think you want to deplete.
Move, Matt, move.
You want to
Fucking move.
secure the center enough where you can deplete the golden stone that's there, right? You don't want to give that up to your opponent. So, because your opponent could just stay in the center, have that entire wood line to themselves. At the center gives you a lot of map control. You don't want to give it up. I'm not sure this. I don't necessarily agree with an early migration to the outside.
10 idols.
Well, if he could get his scout up there and scout the whole outside, that would be huge, right?
Yeah, it'd be a ton of points, and he could get the relics. So
He
if you
would know
go,
where all the extra golds are.
yeah, and if you go after those relics early on, you get a shitload of points because you'll have so much. You'll have the society points. You'll have the gold income.
Yeah, I would like to see all of the 17 he has on wood. Get him on food.
Okay, Brian's doing what I
Go straight to gas.
Brian's doing what I wanted to see. He's putting a galley right in that nook, and he's harassing Matt's wood line.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big problem for
The
Matt.
tower's going up for Matt or
For Brian.
Syrinx.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, Brian's doing what I wanted Matt to do. Well done. And he's got a 300-point lead.
It's pretty good.
Okay, Matt just hit feudal.
Okay, go transport.
Matt just hit feudal, but Brian's already clicked up to castle.
Yep.
He'll be in castle once these next two vills are done. So,
Did he finally kill his transport ship?
I don't see it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Nice.
Yeah, this is tough because once you're on that outside, that's great. You've got access to more resources, but he's just collecting wood. You know, he doesn't have any defensive buildings. He doesn't have a castle. He doesn't have any
He's got a lot of
military.
money going on right now. He has one food, and he needs to get that because he needs to get up to castle.
Okay, so what
Right,
Matt needs to
he went
do,
there too quick.
Matt needs to pull these guys off wood in the center because he doesn't need that wood. He's got villagers on wood on the outer ring. Put these guys on farms or stone.
Matt just built up a fire galley, and he's gonna take out Brian's Nook galley.
That's
Shoot it
good.
there.
That's a good move.
That's a good counter.
Yeah. Yeah, fire galley hard counters a normal galley at this point.
Yeah, but I think
Burn it down. Holy crap. Melted it.
Pissing on it.
That is the natural counter.
Yeah. Yeah, now send it over to the other side to get that other one too.
And he took the
Or
lead.
start killing his fishing ships.
Wow, that was like Navy is so expensive. When you get kills and build units, you get so many points. That was one kill and you got him the lead. What was that point swing, Green?
I couldn't see how much it was, but
That's about 200.
it was kinda
200
slow.
points?
Whoa,
Wow.
but he's back up. Damn.
Yeah, I think like the eco is slightly in favor of Brian.
Matt's
It's gonna
making
go-
more fire galleys.
More on the castle.
Well, once Brian gets Castle Age in, he's gonna get the lead again. There it goes.
I
200 points.
think Matt should, instead of, I don't know what he's doing. He's putting weird rally points on these galleys, fire galleys, but he should send them all the way south.
He's doing that with some of them. He's going towards that fishing eco from Brian. It'd be nice to see Matt rebuild his fishing eco and protect it with some castles once he gets to Castle Age. Or have Brian do the same. Drop a castle on near your dock. Once you get heated shot. Psh.
He's just scouting with it. That's not smart.
No, they have
He's gonna lose a fire galley to a fucking regular galley.
yeah, and if you turn on Fog of War, fire galleys have a really bad range. They are not good scouts.
God damn it, Matt. Could have had another few hundred points.
Yeah.
Making Man of Arms, which is not what I want to see him doing.
So if I look at Brian's point of view with Fog of War on, Brian doesn't, except for the transport ship, which he probably connected the dots, but Brian doesn't really know what Matt's doing on the outer ring.
Yeah.
Which is actually okay, because he's not really doing any sneaky shit, you know? He's just collecting eco there. But it does put him in a good place where losing control of the central woodline doesn't matter to Matt.
Yeah, but I'd like to see Matt go to castles and get a town center over there.
Yeah. Yeah, because Brian's getting Castle Age galleon upgrades, or war galley upgrades.
Brian's got fire galleys now.
Yeah. Building his own fire galleys. Like, Matt's going to lose ground pretty fast once Brian's Castle Age upgrades come in.
Looks like Matt's just concentrating up north for now.
Yeah, he's building a blacksmith, building a barracks. I have no idea why he's building a barracks. He might... Does he have all the buildings he needs? He doesn't have all the buildings he needs to click up. He needs to get... I think he's building a barracks so he can build an archery range for the Castle Age building requirement. Yeah. There you go. He's building a stables now, and then he's probably going to click up. He's floating enough resources for it, that's for sure. Okay. He's still...
What is
Not sure I like that location, but
For what?
we got a castle.
Oh, yeah.
Brian.
yeah, like is he trying to protect that nook there?
I think it's less protection. Well, it might be a protection thing because he lost a galley there.
Too bad, but they can be attacked from the other side.
There's a
I'd
couple...
almost water to protect this passage through here. You'd have to go all the way out because you could put a castle there and then maybe put a castle on the other side.
Yeah, like this little water nook is really not that valuable. If you moved that castle to the west a little bit more, it'd have a lot more relevant coverage for Navy purposes.
Matt's
But
gonna lose that galley.
yeah, but Matt putting that castle there, it will break that wall in time. So if Brian wants to stay on this island and fight Matt on land here, he's setting himself up to do that pretty well. Okay, so for some reason that one galley scared away Brian's navy. He should have just fought it.
Oh, he went for the galley that Matt had on the south side.
Oh, yeah.
And he just killed it.
It is
Matt's getting some
it's
harassment in.
Mastering, yeah.
a fire ship though. Built.
Yeah, that ain't gonna last long. Not even a fire galley.
Galleys are like fully upgraded. I don't know if fire ships get upgraded.
Fast fire ships, yeah. Not all civs have that though. Matt's got four idle villagers sitting in a transport ship.
He is going. Yes, he's getting.
He's 80% of the way there. He's getting fletching, and he's got some fire ships queued up. Fire galleys, yeah. He's got 3 fire galleys queued up.
And we're...
Is he gonna break through the forest with this Mangonel?
Well, he can't until he upgrades it to Onager, I think.
Oh, only Onager can go through.
Castle
Yeah.
Age.
There we go, Matt. What's Brian
Take
building?
out the-
Okay, so it looks
he's
like
got
he's building
Ooh.
knights.
Mamelukes.
camel riders.
Oh, yeah, he's
No,
building
no,
Mamelukes. Okay.
Cactus, though. He needs to get that in Imperial.
So, Mamelukes are another... Okay, Brian's attacking the lumber camp with that Mangonel. Mamelukes are another unit that's fairly population efficient, but they're very expensive. There's a lot of upgrades you need to get. They're basically like the throwing axemen for camel units. They throw their swords, they deal melee damage from range.
Damn.
They're pretty powerful, pretty fast. They counter a lot of units, but they're also...
Lumber Camp gave Brian 200 points.
Yeah. Wow.
Super expensive.
Lumber camps aren't that expensive. It should have only given him 20.
Well, no, he galleys at that time. I don't think it was the lumber camp.
Yeah, he got the galleys through. Okay.
Navy battle going on.
Oh. Oh, I didn't see that.
You might be able to harass his gold.
Well, Brian's sending 2 Navy ships
he's
towards the fish. Also, if these Navy find Matt's idle transport, that has 4 vills inside it. That's a huge loss for Matt, if he doesn't figure that out.
Once Brian's actually keeping up with Matt on build, and Matt has the idols, so it's actually hurting him quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, Brian's behind by 6, but Matt's got 7 idols, so...
Yeah. But I mean, comparatively, like normally Matt has like 80 bills to Brian's 40.
Yeah. It really gives you a new appreciation for...
He found the transport ship.
He found it. His fire galley's going to switch targets right now. Okay, there it goes. Watch the points. 29-67. Matt lost about 50 points, and Brian jumped ahead maybe 100 right there. Okay, and that fire galley is queued to go somewhere else, but actually, Matt's going to take out both those ships with this one fire galley.
Yeah.
Fire ship.
That'll be a good swing for him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That
that was a good swing.
stemmed the bleeding, but he's still far from closing the point gap.
He might have control of the water now.
Oh, they're gonna meet each other on the east side.
Ship does a good fire ship.
Yeah, 2 fire ships versus a war galley and a fire ship, so that fight's going to go for Brian.
He has to fire it. Well, he's gonna take out this war galley.
Yeah, that war galley's not going to last long.
It's just queued to a spot. It's not attacking.
Now it's gonna die.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be 1.
Oof.
Oh, he was trying to attack the scout, I guess.
Yeah. So did Matt build that dock to build a galley to attack that scout?
Kind of.
That's like a very Matt move. A very indirect way to fight. It's like, oh, a scout's attacking me right now. I know what I'll do. I'll build a tower.
Galleys aren't really useful.
Not
for Matt.
Not until you get
Fire
mass
ships.
numbers. I mean, galleys will, like the normal galleon line will beat fire ships in mass, because the fire ships in mass cannot attack the same, right? They need to be close.
So many around it, yeah.
Yeah, and galleys can fight from far away, so you end up with like 40 versus 40, galleys probably win that.
Matt has a monastery, but he has not built any monks to collect the relics.
Currently,
Yeah.
he's
Pretty
full
cute.
outside to get the relics.
So I think what
He could
Matt's
be getting-
doing is he's giving up the middle, he's building on the outside a new base, and hoping that the point score will take him into the lead because you get so many more resources out here.
And here comes Brian with his first group of.
Yeah, with his military.
Yeah.
Predominantly cavalry, but yeah.
Mamelukes. Oh crap, man. Brian's been building.
So to those of you that played the Barbarossa campaign or the Barbarossa Brawl game, like if you think about how many vills you can amass by building 3 TCs, like by 10 minutes in, how many vills do you have? What, like 50, 60? You have a lot, right? You need to be thinking to build towards maybe 100 to 150 villagers.
Look at how many villagers
per map.
Matt's about to lose here.
Yeah, he's gonna lose everything he's got here.
Down center.
Okay, 46. It's dropping. He had what, 53 before?
Yeah, Brian's taking the bill lead.
Probably taking the village commandingly. 40.
Yeah, resources alone isn't going to help him.
And then he's gonna keep killing these farms. I wouldn't kill the farms. Yeah, take out that TC.
Yeah. Take out the TC. Take out maybe the mill is worth something. I don't know how much docks are worth. Maybe take those out.
Yeah, docks are 175, so they should be worth about 38, 40 points. But it's a two-way swing, right?
Matt is using his resources though, because he's not really. I mean, he's floating a lot of stone. I would have liked to see him maybe put up some castles on the outside to kind of protect his new base.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. It's like you still want to take these. You want to defend that center island until you've depleted it. He's got 3 tiles of stone and 4 tiles of gold right there. No, plus his main gold. He's giving those to Brian. Brian doesn't need to leave the center island now.
Yeah, he can take the entire Hamburger.
Yeah, and leave Matt with the cheese.
He's got way more farming land. He can be protected a lot more because he can go central.
Matt's sending a war galley down south to probably pester Brian.
I don't think
And
Brian
maybe
realizes
Brian
that
to be
Matt's
making
not
us
living
ours.
here.
Yeah, that Matt's moved out.
Yeah, but it's still good for him. I mean, he's got a
Yeah.
1300 point lead taking out all this stuff. And he's got all
Honestly,
these resources.
with the way we're playing games, you don't need to
That's really
migrate
nice.
to win, right? If you take control of the center island, boom. If Matt had depleted the stone and gold first, I would understand giving up the center like he is, but he hadn't, and he's got
I'd
no
only take
castles
the
with all that
outside.
stone.
But you gotta take the center. You gotta have a commanding area of the center. You can't give it up.
Yeah,
Because you have to take the outside for wood. Because you're gonna run out. You don't.
yeah,
It's
you
gonna be contested in the center. But
right. Like if Matt stayed here, they would have met in the middle on the wood line. It would have been a mess. But like the
you
thing
could
that
have just put 10 villagers over and just had them on wood and then ignored them and worked on the center.
the thing Matt really needs to do is he has no military at all. He needs to turn. Well, he's building one now. He's building some knights.
He's
but
got 5 knights. Yeah.
he needs to turn that stone into castles. He needs to turn it all of it into castles as soon as he can. And if he puts enough castles along this coast, they could be trebbed, but any transport ship trying to go across, anybody trying to build a dock, you're gonna lose that thing before it crosses this channel. So it really forces Brian to do something else. And you've got to have a commanding boom on this outside. He needs like a 3 TC boom on the outer ring if he wants to compete on points.
I wonder if
You
Brian
do
think he
probably
needs
have
to
a bunch of
boom?
military buildings all around it.
I think he needs the boom, but he needs a tricky dock. Go
Yep.
into bombard cannons and take Brian from the sea.
Yeah, and if you fight him with bombard cannons, you can keep all of his heavy range units away. Or bombard galleons, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, bombard ships,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Well, Matt's getting relics. He's got 4 of them. There's
Yeah,
one more. It's on
store.
the south part of the map.
He took out a monk, and right now it looks like Brian. He's got like 3 guys on the west side of the map.
Okay, Matt's house, because he's lost a lot of houses. Also, Matt's food eco. He's got 3 vills on food.
This is
I'm not
Brian's
sure.
game, guys.
Yeah, Brian doesn't even need to go to the outside to harass. I mean, he's over there, but like
He's sending those 3
Mamelukes.
Mambambais.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I would honestly
Yeah,
just
like-
stay in the center and boom at this point. You
yeah,
have
you're
a
winning. Force the fight.
1,000-point lead. Just build defense.
Well, to be fair, that hasn't been Brian's strength. Like he's
No.
leaving his TC idle right now. He's researching more, attack strats. Matt's got 15 villagers queued up at
Yeah,
one
Matt
of his.
almost
Battle.
caught back up
8
on
versus
Bill.
3.
So lose that fight.
Yeah, he's gonna lose those for sure. But Matt's got 15 vills queued up at one TC and none at the other. Like that's an opportunity. You put half of those vills in one TC, half of them in the other.
Where you control group your TCs so that they evenly split when you
Yeah. Or hit your like shift command.
Yeah, right.
I would honestly, I would really like to see Matt collect that 5th relic.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't know where it is.
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah, I checked. He's scouted the
yeah.
map pretty well, but he hasn't seen it.
Yeah, but there's that black band on the edge of the map on the southeast southwest side. Yeah, okay. I see that.
Are these bills really gonna go all the way to this gold and back to that mining camp?
Actually, Brian sees a remarkably. He sees almost nothing of what Matt has on the map, which is fine because Matt's got a boom for 2,000 points, but.
Looks like he's sending in a bunch of those units through transport ships.
Oh, he's building another TC.
He's got crossbowmen and the Mamelukes.
You know, another thought, Matt's strategy might have worked even giving up the center island earlier if he evacuated his villagers instead of letting them all die. Like, he got a lot of them out, but I mean, he still lost so much in the center that way. Like, if he had, I mean, I know Matt's carrying a lot of idols, but if he was able to control another, say, 15 villagers, 20 villagers right now, have another TC booming off a 3 TC boom, that would be a lot more points that never would have gone to Brian and would have stayed and you know, would have been increasing for Matt over time.
Yeah, if I was Matt.
Bunch of villagers right now.
And Brian just got some crossbows over to the west side of the map. Brian's got a foothold on the outside.
Which are fairly upgraded too. He can get those up to ours pretty quick.
Saracen crossbowmen are no joke. Saracens get upgrades for their archer line when attacking against buildings, which actually makes them incredibly versatile. They are countered technically by knights. Turks, I think, have decent knights.
+2 for buildings, because it's 1 under their starting feudal age, and then the team bonus is +1 as well. I don't know if those stack or not, but
okay, never mind. Turks have kind of bad knights.
Yeah,
they don't get paladin, but they get a fair amount of upgrades.
If I was Matt and I just wanted to boost score, I'd be building camel archers.
This is the first time I've seen Brian idle 18.
There he goes. He starts using his units.
Matt's actually 3 TC booming. His 3rd TC is on the west corner of the map.
Yeah.
Matt's making trebuchets, or Brian's making trebuchets again.
Yeah, he's had them sitting there for quite some time.
44 on wood. He needs food.
Yeah, when you got 3 on food, he's got 3 fishing ships on food. That's his only food eco. Look at how many docks Matt's building.
Why does Matt not, like, he needs to attack with things, not just send him to a rally point?
Well, I don't think he likes managing military, to be honest.
We'll just push R and then click.
This is what he's doing his late game, you know, hyper boom attempt right now with Navy. So that's probably why he was floating so much wood, because he was planning on doing this.
The rally point for that dock is way over there, and they get hit a lot before they start attacking.
Which dock? I'm clicking through Matt's docks trying to figure out.
Matt's docks are on the east side of the map.
Right, yeah, but where's the rally point?
That spot in the middle. Where they're heading right now.
Oh, are you sure about that? Because they're not rallied to go over there. No, Matt's just right-clicking to send them all over there. They're not rallied, because you can see there's 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them being built at the docks that aren't moving automatically over there. So Matt's controls the water now. And Brian's crossbowman, his knights took him out. I don't think Matt's point swing attempt is coming soon enough.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's 5 minutes left.
Matt's got to do something with these. He's got to kill some units. He's got to take out buildings. I think he really needs some siege in order to swing this point score around. So maybe some bombard galleons.
And
Matt's just taking a bunch of like war galleons towards Matt's new fishing depot on the side there.
Oh, get in a castle.
Okay, now he's fully housed. Alright, alright.
Oh, building a castle. You're right. I see it now. Second castle. Boost
You
his
put
score
down
a lot.
3 castles right now. That would help his score.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, these
That's
castles
true.
you can't fight underneath a castle. If you're ooh, Brian's got a ship with 3 mangonels in it, a transport ship that's being shot down by a war galley. Now, if that dies, that's a huge point loss. I don't think it's gonna turn the game around, but that transport ship's probably gonna go down and take 3 mangonels with it.
See what's inside of it.
3 mangonels.
See that? Or did you just see them go into it?
No, I see that from clicking on the ship. Matt, send those ships to attack the transport. Oh, it doesn't matter, it'll
He's
die.
not attacking anything with them. He's just.
Okay, I think he got 100, 200 points out of that? I don't know. But the problem is this castle is going to wipe out Matt's navy. Then Matt's whole boom attempt goes bye-bye. Pretty sure that castle goes up.
He
Yep.
should have attacked the villagers. But I'm not sure he saw them.
Yep. When you have a castle with heated shot, you just shred ships. Look at that. All that entire navy's gone. Ooh.
So many points for Brian.
Yeah, that's game. I don't know if we'll see a resign. Ooh, and then a villager walked into it. That's why you get these castles up on the water. Like if Brian put this castle, his first castle, a little bit further to the west, that water control is so important with castles. They just do. Yeah. Okay, got about 12 seconds left.
And Brian wins the match.
Matt's attacking with some fishing ships for the win. Nope. Okay.
Again.
Let's go to
Those
stats.
weren't close matches last.
Those last two, Matt fell apart.
Probably.
GG, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
For Matt. Brian's
For a minute.
climbing back pretty well.
Oh man.
Good job, Brian.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats,
I got
congrats.
Man, I bet your
Okay.
eyeballs feel like they're about to fall out.
You left that island a little
shit.
quick, Matt.
I know that was my tactic, but it didn't quite. It was the first time I ever tried that, so it
Yeah,
didn't work.
I kind of
You know,
understand what you were
During a
doing.
tournament's the best time to try new things.
Yeah, I know, but like
Match point.
I didn't have enough time for like the full-on training. I did have enough time, but I squeezed it all into the end. I procrastinated too much.
You were missing only one relic.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
I
You
Yeah,
got
and it was like you just almost scouted it. It was
damn.
so
Yeah.
close.
landed out there just in time to kill a priest that was running around towards the relic or something.
Yeah.
Like I landed,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, priest. Kill him.
yeah, we saw that. Well, hey guys, you both played really well. That was a lot of good footage, good watching, good entertainment for us.
Sure.
so-
let's rewatch it all right now.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I got to take a little poop. So we got our next semifinal match coming up Sunday. It's at 2 p.m. EST or 11 a.m. Arizona time. That's Naive versus Huggy. So hopefully the wife doesn't pull Huggy away.
Yeah. Okay. So wait, when was that? Sorry.
2 o'clock.
2 p.m. EST, 11 Arizona.
Okay. All right.
And then I've got a match against a rematch. Is it against Green?
It's a rematch. It's probably gonna have to be next week, but we can see.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to play a 5-round after work, especially in the middle of the week.
Or 7-round.
Oh
I'll
God,
do that
no.
on Friday. I might make it so that we can final on that Sunday, but we'll see.
All right. Well, Greed has had some unprecedented insight into Brian's play styles from this best of 5 series.
I got
So-
I'm too predictable.
him against Matt.
It'll be interesting
think
to see how
I'm
Greed
not-
adapts his archer boob.
Brian.
Oh, cheers.
Well, shut up, Kyle. That's my strategy. That's secret.
So hey Brian, on this map it didn't really matter, but on the other maps, I think you should start using your houses as walls instead of building a little apartment complex.
Quit telling him shit.
Then I can't draw him into the town center fire, and then I lose all my houses.
No, because you're actually putting the houses between your wood line, and if those get attacked, they're so far from going into your town center.
I see.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
Naib's right, but if you don't want to
got
do it,
fucked a lot of times with that.
No,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Naib's right, but
You
if you don't want to
want
do it,
to
that just makes Green's job easier.
Yeah, why would you want to change at this point? Yeah, obviously,
Clearly,
And
Brian,
it's always on the left side of your base every single time.
Brian,
Dude,
the
clearly,
real key is you put it to the right side of your base. That's how it works.
Plot twist.
Figured out the no.
better change it up. So,
Make sure to
Put
put
it on
all
one
of
side of my base.
hey, Brian, you just gotta ignore what they're telling you because you won. So everything
Yeah,
you
you
did
did.
was working and therefore correct and better. Stay
But
the
I think
course.
I won by my grander strategy of choosing the start time and knowing that Matt goes to sleep at like 7 o'clock normally.
Oh, Matt's a night owl.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. over there now.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. It is 2 a.m.
And is it way past your bedtime?
Not lately. So since I came back from California, I haven't adjusted well. So I've been playing AOE late. Like I've had like 3 nights in a row where I've stayed up to like 1 playing AOE, and not lose the tournament like I did.
That was definitely a different map for sure.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
map could have probably beat me, maybe if you got lucky.
I think if it was a longer game, or if I had to dig Matt out of Fringe, he would have had me.
Well, actually,
I don't know.
at the end with Matt's, Matt had like 20 docks that he built, and he was just spamming Navy out of it.
Yeah.
And
I
he
was
had
trying
a
to build
good
shit.
foothold
Matt-
on the outer ring. So
Yeah,
on,
Yeah.
yeah, if you played that through, it would have been a 3-hour long game, and there would have been like a completely different fight that would have had to take place, right?
Also, Matt, you didn't build any castles, and you had stone for like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you got to get
I
those
was,
castles out. Dude, it was
I know,
so
I
hard to
was-
watch you on the map where you played Tatars, Acropolis, and you just built towers when you had so much stone. Like, one
Yeah.
castle is worth, like, how many towers? 5, 6, 7 towers. And then on the map where you were Koreans, you had so many towers in that one area, but they
I
did
was trying
nothing.
to.
You needed a
Yeah, I know.
castle. You needed a castle.
Yeah.
Castle
And
building
you
was-
didn't research murder holes.
I didn't. Oh fuck.
No.
No,
That's
yeah.
why they got destroyed.
As soon as your melee units got to a tower, boom, just goes down.
I didn't realize I didn't have murder holes.
Yeah.
I would also
Well,
using vills to scout the entire map, especially multiple ones.
well, I got my freaking
When you towered in,
killed it. Well, I definitely was
Probably
aggressive
more
with my scout in the beginning.
Make a scout and then just have that scout.
Oh, I
do it.
know. I know. In fact, I actually got to the point where I realized that, and I made scouts, but then I was still scouting with bills. But I was actually scouting with scout at one point. A few points in my map.
For a change. For a change of pace, you know.
And
To be fair, that was the map that you won with, so
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch all the matches though.
yeah, I
Well,
went with two
honestly,
maps.
it was like neck and neck because as long as you win the first map, you can lose every match that's not your pick, right? You win Arabia, lose the second map, win your pick, lose the fourth map, win your pick on the last one, right? So if you have 3 map picks with strategies prepped, all you have to do is lose the first is win the first game, right?
It didn't work for me.
Yeah, well, it almost did. I mean, you
I
did
know,
pretty well.
honestly, it was pretty close. Like really,
You won
I mean-
you won your pick. You won one of your 2 picks, right?
I won 2 out of 5. That's
and then what, wild
I'm
card,
honestly
Hamburger.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied that I won 2 out of 5 because I was not sure that I was going to get that good.
Yeah.
2 out of 3
Brian's a good
match.
opponent too.
Mhm.
If it was a best of 3 match, you would have won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe.
that's true.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
true.
You would have won the first.
You're right.
3.
Because you
my
won 2
fault.
out of the first 3.
It's the tournament's fault.
Thanks, Kyle. Thanks for designing the tournament.
Hey,
appreciate
well,
it.
you guys agree to it.
That was a good game. I enjoyed that, and I'm not upset with the results. I think I improved a fair bit to get to where I am right now.
Well, considering you
Lost, but
basically had like 2 days of game time, I don't know how much hours you were able to log in during a work week, but if you think about it,
done.
well, what was your last game was like Sunday, right? So you really only had weekdays to practice. You really didn't have that much time to practice, and you were going into this round as a completely different player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt a lot better. Yeah, Brian was like shocked the first game. He's like, "Oh my god, you got me! Like, what the fuck?" I expected this to be like a lot different.
I was surprised that you played in the style that you played.
Yeah, he was surprised at Fast Castle the night thing. Right?
Well, you got that night raid on the map where you got the night raid in. Like, you might want to try a more aggressive strategy, because when you did the night raid, it was just absolutely devastating.
Yeah.
Sneaky, whatchamacallit, siege workshop that you had like right next to his base. That was awesome.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, multi-pronged attack.
The second map, I like screwed up, and when I was building, I was like, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out what I had not done. I was like building stuff and like trying to figure out. I didn't have any miners on the gold is one of the big things, but there were like a couple things that I just completely skipped to getting up to the next stage. And it was like, man.
Yeah,
Matt, like 10 minutes.
Matt, if you watch this video, you're gonna hear us talk about your idols a lot.
He called it.
Yeah, no, that's.
I don't want to hear what they're saying right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I know they're giving me shit about my idols. They're giving me so much shit about my idols right now. I kept on saying it. Brian's like, yeah, they're giving both. No, they're giving me a lot of shit for it right now.
Yeah, but it was definitely more directed towards Matt.
I know.
Yeah. Set gather points so that when you're making.
I do set gather points, Green.
Dude, Green, you gotta be careful because Matt's gonna spectate your game too.
Yeah, so... I'm gonna do all the things. I'm against Brian. I'm like, oh, I killed 8 of his vills, and then you look back. Yeah, Brian still has the vill lead somehow. I'm like, oh, damn it.
Brian did a really good job with his vills. Like one time he had idols, and then he noticed it right away.
I think a couple times when a resource would run dry.
Yeah.
Brian had less idle time, but he had TC idle time, and he had absolutely terrible travel times for his resources. You might as well have had half the villagers at any point because you build lumber camps in the middle of 2 giant distant tree lines. Like that.
Like stock.
That one was when I.
Yeah, Green's like, quit preaching things.
Vills, like, they get stronger as they have to walk farther. So, like,
well, hey, like I said before, I offer if anybody's interested and they want to practice, then let me know, and I can help you practice strategies or talk strats. Well, it's not.
This round is we didn't get a Persian douche.
Yeah,
I know.
Right.
Frickin' Brian.
I seriously, the 3 nights this week that I played, like, I think it was 3 nights. It was two times I did the Persian douche, and I like practiced it up. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get him. I'm not gonna tell him, but I'm gonna do it.
Well, the other thing I expect out of you, Matt, other than what I thought from watching your guys' game, was you doing something weird and gimmicky that would just
like the Persian douche.
Yeah.
Or like running the outside of the hamburger.
Yeah.
Hey, so Matt, why did you ban melee?
Because I wasn't sure what to ban.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, these guys were doing really good with them. I'm just gonna ban them.
I really would have liked to see a 20 elephant strategy come from you.
I was not at all prepared for that, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you can do a fast castle, you can do the 20 elephants.
Yeah, you just fast castle and build elephants out of 2 stables. Okay. And then try to have... but you have to idle your TC. Like hard idle. Which actually is easier for you. Yeah. Because you don't have to do anything with your eco.
You're right.
That number, you're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Well. Live, learn, get lost.
There'll be another...
I'm sure we'll play another tournament someday.
Never. It's a one-time deal.
You can have a rematch with me later.
Okay.
Cool. Well, definitely well played. That was a pretty close tournament. I think, Matt, I think you went into that last map with that mindset that you were going to do this strategy where you gave up the middle, but
Yes.
Brian attacked a little too quickly, and you had too much still on the mainland, so it kind of backfired on you.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I wasn't sure what to do with this stuff in the mainland, and I should have actually spent more time keeping that up to date.
Yeah,
at least building some military and like kind of holding him back a little bit while I boomed outside.
I was really honestly, I was hoping that you do what Brian did, because if you castled behind that tree line, you force the enemy to get wood on the outer ring.
Right.
And so you force them to do something that they're not necessarily planning on doing, right? So you could control that entire wood line if you had towered, maybe put 3 towers along that wood line and wall it like you did. You would have controlled it.
And honestly, going to the outer ring like I did, I'm not good enough. I get distracted when I switch between the sites like that, and I wasn't good enough at actually managing the outer ring. So
yeah, and you do want to go because there's not enough resources to sustain you all game on the center island. But you want to make sure you deplete. You want to deplete the golds and stone on the center before you leave, and then you want to ideally you want to leave after you're in Castle Age so you can build a new TC.
I would think I would want to move out to do a TC in a monastery and then go hunt down the. But yeah,
we're moving out before you were even feudal age.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, I was. Oh well.
Yeah.
That was. I was actually considering destroying my TC and moving everything over.
Well, that might. I wonder what that would have done with your points. Like, Brian wouldn't get points for killing it, right? So.
That's actually what I was afraid of. Was
you still would have lost, yeah.
Buildings. Yeah.
But if you'd gone just hard out there instead of having resources tied up in the middle for me to blow up,
you would like the bottom when you do that.
I'm sure there's a way to make that weird strategy work, moving to that ring, but it was not the way that I tried.
Probably you could have walled off your resources, set 2 camps there, so you could keep taking them, kind of protect your bills, and then move out. But yeah, if you would have did your, we were actually expecting you to do like kind of a tower thing because you did it on the other map, and that would have been great. Powered that entire wood line.
Yeah.
So I actually was very close to just saying screw my plan and doing that, but I didn't. So
the pick of the outside is like you get tons of wood there, but like you want to make sure you keep the center and at least stall enough and try to take the resources that are there.
Well,
you want to give up resources.
The other thing that kind of took that. Sorry, the other thing that kind of took that strategy off the table was that you stayed in Dark Age so long, making so many villagers in Dark Age, that you extended your Dark Age out to when you were already being attacked by Brian. So you have to be feudal to build those towers, and you didn't have enough time in feudal age on the island to build the defenses that you needed to because you postponed your feudal time so much.
Yeah, I was definitely commenting on that to Brian. I was commenting on I've waited too many villagers.
Yeah.
And, holy shit, that's what age you're on?
Yeah, exactly.
The different type of ships showed up.
Yeah.
I know that's actually what made me realize that I had way too many villagers. Is when he showed up with that ship, and I realized I was way behind.
Yeah, you should always be trying to.
Count.
Yeah, it just saw it plummet.
I looked at my vill count and I had like 30 vills. It's like a 30-something vills. It's like, oh shit, I'm like way higher than I should be.
Yeah, you should always be trying to advance. Like, there's a few strategies that are all in feudal. That's like hyper aggressive, and it's rarely something that we've done. But I mean, you should always be trying to advance at least to Castle Age, fairly quickly, right? Once you get to Castle Age, you can stay there. You can fight in Castle Age. You can kind of coast around in Castle Age a little bit longer, but you don't want to be like once your opponent hits Imperial, you're kind of on a timer. You have to be forcing a fight. You have to be winning. You have to be beating them. Like, what you have to do is take advantage of the 1,000 food and 800 gold that they sunk into their Imperial Age click. take advantage of that resource deficiency that they have to force a fight and win, while they're researching Imperial, and they're not reinforcing their army, or while they're building up resources to click up. But yeah, you really don't like staying in Dark Age too long. There's very few ways that you can win games that way.
Just left.
Everybody just left. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed too.
All right. Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Tomorrow.
Hey, Matt.
And we've got people back. Nope, gone again.
Oh, Philip left, but Matt's back. Sorry, I was boring you to death.
Well,
Oh, Greed's back. Hey, guys.
I'm thinking he's having headset troubles with Discord. He's in and out trying to get it to work.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I do a lot.
That's what I'm doing when I'm on Discord channels. Okay, cool. Well, Brian, well played, and looks like the rematch is underway. Any thoughts on
Man, the last game felt sloppy.
Yeah, I would bet that you guys were kind of worn out.
Quite.
Any other thoughts going into the match against Green?
What?
Hey, there we go. Hey.
I
You guys
think
there?
just a matter of... Yep.
Yeah, did you guys all get DC'd?
No.
Nope.
No? Looks like
But a bunch of people looked like they did.
Yeah.
Or they just left because they were bored and tired.
No. I don't know. Could be wrong, but I say no. Anyway, yeah. It's bedtime. Game. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was a fun style that we had going against each other.
Yeah.
Like it was an active match, not.
Yeah.
I dug it. Cool.
Definitely, yeah. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was fun to watch, that's for sure. Just a little long. I think we'll have to. I think we'll have to do the finals over 2 days.
For 7
probably.
games, yeah.
Yeah, if it goes to 7 games, I mean, maybe we just sit down, we do 4 games in one go, and we see where we're at, and then if everybody wants to finish it, if there's like 1 game left, we could do it, but otherwise we just schedule them for either just start in the morning and finish in the afternoon, or start one day, finish them the next.
Yeah.
Which actually, if we finish the semifinals this week, well, we're not going to finish semifinals this weekend because we have to schedule the Brian and Green game.
Yeah.
How about let's play it by ear?
Yeah, we'll probably finish in the second weekend of October. What?
Are you out of town that weekend? The 10th through the 17th?
Oh, you got some vacation?
I've got a wedding for a cousin in Ohio, so I'm taking the week to go visit Michigan first.
Nice. So you're going to miss that. So we'll have to do your match on the weekend of the 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm driving out either Friday night or Saturday morning, and then coming back.
Well, hopefully Green wins so we can schedule it.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I'll see what I can do about that.
Where you go, Ohio?
Fucking Brian, come on, man.
I think